Okay, here we go. First stage is a race through the Golden Gate. 8 cars, 1 chip. And the name of the game is speed, speed, speed. Come on, show me what that hypercar can do.
Up I-5 and spend weekends in San Francisco back when I was racing out of LA. The streets are empty today because of Chinese New Year, so take advantage. So lucky, so I'd say he is off to an auspicious start. Down in LA, the race scene is all about 5-lane freeways and long, empty boulevards. Now here in SF, the hills, a lot of drivers can't handle this city, but I know you relish a challenge.
Look at that, New Year's fireworks. Hope you enjoyed this little jaunt, because once we start heading toward the mountains, it's gonna be a whole different kind of game. We got lucky with the weather in the Bay Area. I have to say, I don't think that rabbit luck is gonna last long. But skis and snowboards are coming downhill. You can guess what awaits further up.
seems harder to concentrate. That's why. Just focus on the road. Focus, and give this puppy all you got.
Okay, we made it through the worst of the storm. Good news is the weather's about to clear up. Bad news is there's snow everywhere now, and these mountain roads are twisty as hell. I'm looking at the latest from the National Weather Service, and it sounds like the roads are still passable. The issue's gonna be how twisted these roads are. It might be like ice skating on the edge of a cliff, so take it slow if you have to, but make sure you stay out in front.
First the dust storm, then the blizzard. Wonder if those gods of the desert whispered about you to the gods of the mountain. But hopefully they're all in cahoots with the gods of victory, right? On brand for our little racing club. Our whole thing is taking the world's best street racers and shoving them into utterly bonkers racing situations. I'm Zeta's qualified.
Welcome to the summit. I know that was probably like sledding uphill, but you made it to the peak. Of course, what drives up must drive down. Hope you're ready for a fun descent. Okay, you're about to cruise down a highway that cuts through the eastern half of the Rockies and into a national forest. The challenge here is tunnels. Coming in and out of the darkness can turn the sun into a strobe light. Don't get disoriented. It happens way more than you think.
About oncoming traffic, especially around these blind turns. By those lighting changes. I once saw a guy throw a spider over the center divide because he couldn't see where the tunnel was. He was all right, but a waste of a car. Bad enough, but imagine taking a blind turn and seeing a hypercar speeding towards you on a blind turn. Much more respectable now that you got traction again. Of course, that's true for everyone else too. Just remember that, Rabbit. Push for speed and pray for luck all the way to the finish. Part of me that feels bad that I couldn't tell you about our organization before you won the qualifier. But it's our cardinal rule. We never talk about it. Hope you understand why.
Talk about $1 million view. We're down in the valley now. No more snowbanks to deal with. Just a few very good drivers and one final race to a destination I think you're gonna appreciate. Here we go. The final leg. You'll be cruising into mining country soon and toward a very special finish line. Keep your eyes peeled for shortcuts. And whatever else happens, win this race for us.
You just entered the national park. Watch out for park rangers. They have total authority here. We don't need some upstart mountain man trying to slow us down. Something's blocking the road up there. Black Hills were full of gold back in the 1800s. Most of these mines were abandoned ages ago, which is why we were able to buy the one you're gonna see in the finish line. Answered my call without question. You hung in there through dust storms and blinding blizzards. You had the courage to follow me into the unknown, and now you seized the chalice at our secret headquarters. Your prize awaits right here in this cave. But what you've really earned today is respect.